All right, YouTube Axis and Allies brethren. All right, YouTube Axis and Allies brethren, welcome back to Turret 2 for this 42.2 edition variant version game of Axis and Allies between No Limit as the Axis powers and myself, Captain Jack, as the Allies. This is the US's first round turn, so round one turn, and they'll be producing nothing. Yes, they'll be producing nothing. So they'll carry over their 42 IPCs to the next round. So no production for this round. So the only combat movement we have is the cruiser, in C Zone 53, the cruiser transport and transport with it an infantry are going to come down into the Carolina Islands and attempt an amphibious assault. The two fighters off the carrier in C Zone 57 are going to fly down three spaces, I should say, and support that attack. And they'll be able to do that because there's an aircraft carrier that's going to go non-combat for them to be able to land on. The battleship is also going to come down. Well, since I can only do one bombardment, I guess the cruiser doesn't need to come over into combat. So I'll move the cruiser back. It's eventually going to come over in non-combat, but it doesn't need to be there for combat. So we've got two fighters and a battleship, basically. Two fighters at 3, a battleship at a 4, and an infantry at a 1. Well, you know what? I got to roll for the anti-aircraft, the AAA guns first. So we've got one AA gun going up against two fighters. So here is the roll for the anti-aircraft gun against the fighters. No hits. So the planes survive the anti-aircraft defense. Now we've got two fighters at 3, a bomber at 4, and an infantry at 1. Hopefully we get 2 hits here. And we got 1 hit. So go figure, 1 hit. So the anti-aircraft gun for the Japanese on the Carolina Islands has been destroyed. Now the infantry gets to fire back at a 2. And it was a miss. It was a miss. All right, so we'll try this again. Got 2 fighters at a 3 and an infantry at a 1. That dice finally stopped spinning, and I'm glad it did because it was a hit. So the lone Japanese infantry has been eliminated. They do get to fire back, however, and if they hit, then I don't actually take control of the island. So here's a green 2-hit die. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I rolled a blue one. Picked up a blue one by accident. It missed anyway, but I rolled a green one. Scratch that blue roll. And the green one missed as well. So the Carolina Islands are now in possession of the U.S. So for non-combat movements, we have the aircraft carrier in C Zone 57 is going to move down to the Carolina Islands, and these 2 fighters are going to land on it. The destroyer in C Zone 53 is going to move to C Zone 44. Off the coast of the Solomon Islands. So C Zone 44 from C Zone 53. The cruiser and the sub are going to move into or off the coast of the Carolinas with the rest of that fleet. no limit. I hope you'll allow me to do this. That transport. Oh no, that was correct. That was correct. That was right. Never mind. Okay. So the rest of the non-combat, let me think through this and I'll be right. Okay, so in the Pacific, we've got the fleet in Sea Zone 55 is going to move north 2 spaces into Sea Zone. It's going to move northwest into Sea Zone 57. Sea Zone 57. So that is the aircraft carrier with 2 fighters, cruiser, battleship, and destroyer. The sub in Sea Zone 19 is going to move 2 spaces across the board. Sea Zone 55 and then Sea Zone 50. '56. Sea Zone 56. The transport in Sea Zone 56 is also going to move into 57, carrying with it infantry and an artillery. Okay. The fighter that was in the western U.S. is going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces and land in Honolulu. Okay. So that will do it for this side of the board. On the eastern side, also the Flying Tiger plane unit in Szechuan is going to fly 1, 2, 3 spaces down to India. It's going to fly down to India and be a part of the British troops there to try to fortify India, since I'm already in a mess here. And off the east coast of the United States, what we have is this bomber is going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces and land in the UK. The tank and infantry from the central US is going to move. They're going to move into the eastern United States. The cruiser and transport, picking up 1 infantry, are going to move 2 spaces off the coast of, never mind all these pieces down here, off the coast of French Equatorial Africa, dropping off 1 infantry there. So there'll be 1 infantry dropped off into French Equatorial Africa. All right. Then we've got the destroyer and transport from Sea Zone 11 is going to move down to Sea Zone 13. Actually, they're just going to move into Sea Zone 12 with an infantry and an artillery on board. So they'll be in Sea Zone 12 in the middle of the Atlantic. There. the fighter in the eastern United States is going to fly 4 spaces into Gibraltar. And I think that will do it. I think that's all I can do. Okay. Sorry, no limit, just a couple slight changes. The infantry and artillery that are in the Pacific are actually going to land in Midway, the ones that were on that transport. So they're going to be in Midway on the island there. Hope you saw that movie, by the way. It was a good movie. My son and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Can't wait to go see 1917 as well. And one other last change. The bomber that I sent to the UK, I changed my mind on that. It's going to go from the central United States, and it is going to land on Midway as well. So, so it is on the little old atoll of Midway. So that's where it will go. So, sorry for all the delays. Of course, it wasn't long delays for you since I paused the video and made cuts. But sorry for the thinking so long on the non-combat movements. So, that'll do it for turn 1 from turret 2 for the US. Next up will be Russia doing their second round turn. So from turret 2, Captain Jack, over and out.